Shelley Duvall. Welcome to Fairy Tale Theater. Join us for tonight's tale about a lonesome prince who finds his true princess through the help of a fool and a small green vegetable. The Princess and the Pea.
Yes, dear. Come on, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Castle Museum of Art. We learn from history what affected art, such as myth, legend, growth of nations, and the artist's struggle in society.
She was.
Now, this exhibit of Western art shows its development after it came in contact with countries of the Near East.
Hey, honey, look at this.
What is it?
Looks like a pea. Excuse me, sir. What is this?
It's a pea.
Told you so.
Why on earth would anyone put a pea in a museum?
Because it's old and it's famous, that's why. Don't touch the glass.
Oh, well, why is it famous?
Well, if you really want to know, I'll tell you all about it.
You really don't have to.
I'd like to hear.
Good. See, once upon a time, many years ago... Hey, don't touch the glass. You want to hear the story? Don't touch the glass. Where was I?
Many years ago.
Oh, yes. This entire area here used to be a kingdom. And it was ruled by King Federico, Queen Veronica, and their son, Prince Richard. And they lived in a castle, something like that. Now, they were pretty much your typical everyday ruling monarchy, complete with fawning servants and a court fool. Walk the cat. And my favorite, the old dog's cradle. Love that one.
Not a gulp, you idiot. A sip.
Oh, sorry, my lady of perfection.
I have just decided something. I like being the king.
That's nice, Peregrine.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father.
Will you stop that distracting yo-yo?
What for?
You're not funny.
Fetch. Mother.
Oh, you're still here? Well, don't you have a ship's christening to attend to today?
Yes, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I'm not sure that I know what to do.
Well, if you'd read the official royal handbook, you'd know the procedure. You merely mumble a few words of protocol, take a large bottle of champagne, and strike it firmly against the bow of the ship. Now, Richard, you try.
So it seems like the castle was a pretty good place to live. But Prince Richard didn't think so, and he soon became depressed.
And so the serf says to the peasant, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have plowed so deep. Get it? I wouldn't have plowed so deep. Oh, listen, Richard, that's a funny joke.
Shut up. Oh, don't sulk. I'm sorry, I'm preoccupied with a problem of a princely nature.
Oh, yeah, it's real tough being a prince. You're rich, you're powerful, you can have anything you want. Ooh, that's a real burden.
I know I should be happy with my relatively privileged lot in life, but alas, I'm not happy. At least I'm fairly certain that I'm not.
Well, I'll tell you what I do whenever I'm feeling down. I stick a big red feather in me hat, I put on my dancing shoes, then I turn that silly frown upside down and chase those blues away. Get.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sorry, it's my job.
You see, I need something more. I need something to make my relatively perfect life complete. See, I need something soft and gentle and loving, like a little dog or a hamster.
Now, Richie,
No, you see, if I had a hamster, I could teach it clever tricks.
No. I think what you're talking about is a wife.
A wife?
Yeah.
Would that be better than a hamster?
Much.
Yes, a wife. A wife.
Yeah.
Of course, she couldn't be just anybody. She would have to be a real princess. No, because anything else would be ghastly. And when I find this princess, she shall henceforth be known as my princess,
Wife.
wife.
Oh, Richie, your mind snaps like a steel trap.
Yes, it does rather, doesn't it? Fool. You are indeed a friend. A comrade. And a prized possession.
Oh, go on.
No, really. Do a funny dance now and make me laugh. There's a good chap.
All right, choo, woo, sprain my toe. That's the end of that.
2 clubs. No bid. Someone ought to sort of, get that. There's someone at the, as it were, someone without.
Without what? Open the door! Hi. I'm really sorry to disturb you. You won't believe it. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to me?
Well, I'd love to hear it, but it's rather late.
You see, I've been traveling around the kingdom, just sort of gathering experiences, so to speak. And I was on my way to this jousting festival, but then I ran into this wonderful man who told me that there was a marvelous minstrel festival closer. Are you going?
No, we don't subscribe to musical events.
Well, anyway, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this big storm blew up, and did I tell you about my horse?
No.
Oh, my horse? My horse has this lightning fetish, and he fell down, and he threw me off, and he threw me right in your mud, and I twisted it.
Twisted what?
I twisted my foot.
I say this is highly irregular, you know.
I like your hat.
Oh, thank you.
As a matter of fact, I like the whole outfit.
Oh, not really an outfit. I mean, it's more of a sort of, as it were...
Oh, no, don't misunderstand me. I mean, I know it's not good for formal occasions, but for just lounging, it's smart.
Say, do you know where you are?
Yes, I know exactly where I am. I'm lost. Where am I?
This is the royal palace, and I myself have the honor to be His Highness, the Prince, heir to the throne.
Terrific.
Oh,
It's pleased to meet you. I'm a princess myself, but you can call me Alicia.
you're a princess?
Oh, yeah, not that it matters. Listen, I really hate to impose upon you, but I am tired. I'm soaking wet. My foot is killing me. And oh boy, could I use a drink.
You've infected my milk.
Well, anyway, listen. If I could impose on your princely kindness and just ask to stay the night, I'd be ever so grateful.
But you don't seem like a princess.
Well, it's a little hard to look dazzling when you're covered in mud, but...
Well,
Oh, all right. I mean, I understand. I'll just hobble down the road, slogging through mud until I get...
All right, all right. I do have compassion, you know.
Thank you.
But just for tonight.
All right.
I don't believe for a second that you're a princess.
Well, whatever.
Whatever what?
What?
Sorry?
What?
Early to bed, early to rise. makes a fool healthy, wealthy, and funny. Yeah, that's it, funny, I like that.
This is a fool. Fool, I don't have time to explain. I want you to let this lady sleep in your room.
Me? Oh, thank you, my benevolent master.
Thank you. This would be just fine, honestly.
Allow me to freshen our little love nest, miss, and welcome to my boudoir.
You will sleep in the stables.
What?
Stable.
What about my hay fever?
Well, look, it's only for a few days. It's only until my foot heals.
A few days. Oh, no. No, my mother, the Queen, you know, she hates uninvited house guests. No, you'll have to keep completely out of sight.
Well, I understand it. Please, don't be worried. I will be invisible, and I'll be quiet as a mouse.
Yeah. I'll probably sneeze to death, but hey, anything for chivalry.
Yes, let me help you. There we go. If you'll just take the other end, then we can put it anywhere you'd like it to be.
Well, I'll bid you good night. Sure, I'd
Yes.
get some sleep.
Good night.
Good night. My mother, you know, is
I'll
sick.
ring. Excuse me. Come here.
What?
Come here.
I'm coming.
It's true. You have the most expressive eyebrows I've ever seen.
Oh, really? Good night.
Good night. Thank you again. Good night. You may kneel. Now, Royal Messenger, what message do you bring?
From Queen Cynthia. She says that she disagrees.
She does. Well, take her this message.
But it's a 3-day ride. My horse died of exhaustion. I ran the last
Oh,
couple.
that's a pity. Dear Cynthia, how are you? We are fine, but we strongly disagree with you. We are still convinced that parsley is a suitable garnish that livens up an otherwise drab plate.
Well, I have
Don't
to
you
talk
see
to you.
I'm in the middle of something very important? We anxiously await your answer to this pressing problem. You're truly royal, Queen Veronica. Now, you may go. Now, what is it?
Well,
Look at those shoes.
what?
They're atrocious.
Well,
Shoemaker!
Morning. Mother, I have decided that I want to marry a princess.
What?
Oh, whatever, it's all right, might like to marry a princess.
Out of the question. You know how we feel about having house guests staying in the castle.
But I need a companion, I need a wife.
Speaking of companions, we are not pleased that you and the fool spend so much time together. He's idiotic, he's obnoxious, and he is not funny.
Father thinks he's funny.
Sweet face, shall I be king the rest of my life?
Yes, Fredikins, of course.
Fantastic. That's a load off the place where my mind is.
Good day.
Well, can I continue?
Mother, may I continue?
May I continue?
Proceed.
See, I need someone to love me. I need someone who can...
We love you. We've had a nanny tell you that since the day you were born.
Please, can I marry a princess? Please.
Richard. We want you to be happy. Not deliriously happy, of course, but reasonably happy. So we have decided to grant you your desire.
Oh, I see. Oh, well. Well, of course, she has to be a real princess. She has to be beautiful, charming. She has to have a proper pedigree, of course, and a good dowry. Most important, she has to make me look great.
Yes, yes, of course. We shall immediately begin to make arrangements to find a suitable and a politically advantageous partner for you in marriage.
From this day forth, I proclaim that all young men in the kingdom known as Robert shall henceforth be known as Buddy. Let it be written.
Yes, my lord.
And so the queen rounded up all the prospective princesses in the area and began that long process known as the royal interviews.
Number 7, Princess Bovina of Agricola.
Thank you. Next.
Well, I will not marry a princess who smells like a sheep.
She comes from an agriculture kingdom.
And that other one, she had a dirty lip.
That was a moustache, Richard.
Oh, was it? Oh. Well, in any case, I don't want to marry it.
Don't worry. I'll tell you who you want to marry. Next.
What's he like?
I think he liked me. I think he's positively dashing. Personally, I'm not all that attracted to dashing. I prefer cute.
Number 13. 13, please.
Oh, number 13. I'm number 13.
Now you go in, and the queen and the prince will ask you some simple questions. Just relax, be yourself, and be perfect.
Well, that appears to be it.
I'm doomed.
We've seen every princess in the land, and we've narrowed it down to these two. Princess Rebecca, Princess Elizabeth. We'll invite them back to the castle for further inspection, and then I shall choose between the two.
Do I really want to get married?
Oh, everything was going well career-wise. Worked some of the bigger villages, did a little street miming.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh, yeah. Some taverns. And 9 years later, wham, hit the big time.
Oh, fool, it must be fun to be in show business.
Oh, it's a living. Hey, how's your foot?
Are you sure it's good to soak it in pig lard?
Oh, well, it can't hurt.
It just smells so awful. Listen, tell me a little bit more about Richard, will you?
What, Richie? Oh, he's a prince of a guy. Prince of a guy. Oh, God, I love that one.
I hate my mother. I hate her. I hate my mother. I hate her. I hate her.
Hello, Richard.
Hello. How's your foot? Ugh.
Yes, I know. But it's getting much better. I'll probably be leaving soon.
Something ghastly has happened to this room.
I cleaned it up. You see, I looked it up in the Royal Handbook of what to do while hiding out.
She's a real find, this one, Richie.
Wish I could find someone. 24 princesses we saw. There's something not quite right about all of them. One had buck teeth, and one had the most extraordinary... Well, perhaps better not go into that.
Have you ever thought that the problem might just be with you?
With me? What extraordinary idea is absolutely out of the question. What can she mean?
What she means is that you would probably stand a much better chance of finding yourself a bride if you weren't so concerned with all of these superficial things. I mean, all you care about is title and pedigree and teeth.
Look! I am a prince, you know, with standards to maintain.
We all know you're a prince. We do. Fool, you know he's a prince, right?
Yeah, right, he's a prince.
And I know you're a prince. We appreciate that fact. It's just that I have yet to hear the word love mentioned. I mean, or isn't that important to you?
Oh, well, of course. If all the other conditions were met, then indeed, it certainly might.
You are an incurable romantic, Richie.
Go away.
Yeah, right.
You know what I think? I think you don't know what you want.
Look! I am a prince, heir to the throne. I am dashed nearly divine. Of course I know what I want. Who are you to talk to me like that?
I am a princess who happens to be in the wrong place at the right time trying to help out a stubborn prince.
A princess who goes around cleaning up fools' rooms. A fine princess. A plague on both your houses.
You could back me up.
A fool who meddles is soon unemployed, if you get my drift. Could you help me out of this, please? Stuck. Easy. Oh.
Yes. And in my spare time, do you know what I like to do?
Reitzel.
I like to count horses and think about my feet.
Pray, do you have interests other than podiatry and equestrian mathematics?
I like to watch birds.
I perceive common ground. Do you like to catalogue the various species, map the migration routes, etc.?
Oh, I don't know about that. I just like to watch them eat. Birdies!
All right? I want a nice fair fight. I mean, let's keep this clean, boys. No thrusting below the belt. Touch swords and come out parrying. Ready? Onga. So, when are you and Princess Becky gonna tie the noose?
Well, Princess Rebecca is very beautiful. I suppose in time.
She's a moron.
That's a distinct possibility.
Good, Dad. Fall down.
Fencing is not a fool's forte.
All right, you're alive. Get up again.
On the other hand, I don't want to marry someone who has the personality of a moat.
So dump her.
On the other hand, she is a princess.
So marry her.
Yeah, I'm sure give her a couple of pounds of birdseed, she'll be happy as a lark. Get it?
Oh, that's funny. Oh, no.
Dad, fall down. Look, Richard, I mean, all kidding aside, I really believe this is not the girl for you.
You're right. I'd have a royal nervous breakdown.
Excuse me. But could you please tell me where the royal stables are?
She must be in the mood to count.
Yes, my dear. The royal stables. They're right.
I think that she means the royal stables.
Oh, the royal stables.
Stables.
Yeah, right. This way. Yeah.
Yes.
Go into town, rent yourself a coach.
And then you just keep going on the same road that you're on, a long way.
Yeah, 75.
It's got to be 80 miles.
Oh, 80 miles, yeah.
80 miles.
And hang a right.
Yes, and then you'll find it, and then you keep going anyway.
Thank you very much.
Actually... No, never mind.
Nice trip.
Hey, you owe me one.
Stand.
You don't know how honored I am to meet you face to face.
The honor is entirely yours.
Quite frankly, you've always been my idol.
We're just simple folk, really.
Well, I was overjoyed when I received your invitation. You were considering me as a possible wife for your son, the prince.
Well, there was another lady under consideration, Princess Rebecca. She's vanished without a trace.
May I kiss your feet?
I think you'll fit in very nicely with our humble little family.
I have just decided that the horizon is much too far away. And that is why I hereby command all the king's horses and all the king's men to take some very large ropes and pull the horizon closer to the castle. Let it be written, and let it be done.
I'd like to show you the royal gardens. We have many beautiful flowers.
I'm allergic to flowers. They stink.
These, of course, are the royal thrones.
No kidding.
Well, no.
These are going to have to go.
You know, for the past few hours, you have been rude, arrogant, obnoxious, and not a great deal of fun.
Why don't you shut your princely mouth?
Frankly, my dear, I don't think I like you very much.
Frankly, my dear, I don't care. I don't have to impress you. Your mother is the one who counts, and in case you haven't noticed, she's crazy about me. You are simply a rung on my ladder to success, an object to be stepped on.
There's something not quite right here.
Just a little, not too much.
Yes, Mum. Gardening, Mother?
Yes, yes. I just love working with my hands. I find it very relaxing.
Yes. Well, I have to talk to you about Princess Elizabeth.
Oh, yes, a fine girl. She will make you an excellent wife. And she happens to think that I am the cat's meow, so to speak.
Yes, but I think what she thinks of you is
In fact,
rather...
we've already begun the initial preparations for the wedding. The hors d'oeuvres have been designed. The rice is being grown.
Yes, but there is something wrong with the, as it were, relationship.
What?
I hate her.
Oh, tut, dear son, that's irrelevant. You'll sleep in separate rooms, you'll dine at separate tables, and you don't even have to see her if you don't wish.
And why on earth should I marry her?
Because there are no other princesses left, and because I said so, that's why.
But, Mother!
End of discussion. Prudence, I do so love to garden. Hello.
Hello. Where's the fool?
I don't know. He's off experimenting with explosives or something. He said it was for his act.
Oh, Lord. You going somewhere?
Yes, actually. I mean, as much as I've enjoyed this tiny, cramped room, I've really got to be off.
Oh. Where will you go?
I don't know yet. I may go north, or I may go south. Or I may go east, or I may go west. Unless, of course, I'm feeling adventuresome, and then I'll go southwest.
You know, you've been here for days. I know absolutely nothing about you.
Well, there's not much to know, really. I mean, it's a usual story. A girl runs away from home, looking for, I don't know, life, I suppose. And I've traveled all the major roads. I've stayed in 2 or 3 kingdoms. I've been wooed by several village idiots. And I've met some very interesting people. Like the fool. And of course you.
Oh, no. I'm not interesting. I'm just a mixed-up prince.
Well, that's not necessarily bad. But I found that being mixed up only, well, it really shows that you care.
Oh. I suppose I am pretty great, aren't I?
I think so.
Well, since I am, so great, and a prince, to boot, I command you to stay one more night.
I'd love to, but I can't.
No, but it's dark outside.
Well, I don't care about the dark.
You might get lost in the witch's wood.
I never get lost.
Eaten by the proverbial dragon.
Your wish is my command.
All right. You learn by your mistakes. Explosives aren't that funny.
Oh. Hello.
You couldn't sleep either, huh?
I have many things on my mind.
But it's such a beautiful night. I just had to enjoy it. You know what? It seems to me like the man in the moon is always smiling.
Why not? What's he got to worry about? He should try being a prince who's about to marry the crabbiest woman in 10 kingdoms.
Well, I sympathize with you, but unfortunately, life isn't always perfect.
Well, for a prince, it jolly well ought to be.
But it isn't.
Why not?
Because princes are human beings, and human beings aren't perfect. Of course, I'm pretty close.
You're good company. I'm glad you're here.
Well, it's like the fool says, isn't it? Good company, bad company. At least you're not alone.
Excuse me.
What a beautiful courtyard this is.
What use is it if I can't find a princess to share it with? Here I am, about to marry a woman I hate, and I'm helpless. Oh, maybe it won't be so bad. I could simply ignore her. God, that would be unbearable. Unbearable. God. Why can't I find a woman who's kind and gentle and understanding
and fun, Richard, and fun.
And fun. Someone who's well, just like you. I say. You've never actually seen the castle,
no,
have you?
No. In fact, I was wondering who could possibly show me around.
Could.
How about you?
Would it?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Would you?
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
This is the door. This is my great-great-grandfather, King Bruno the Obese, and this is his good wife, Queen Margaret Nut.
You're joking.
You're rather gullible, aren't you?
I prefer trusting.
This, fairly self-evidently, is the throne room. These are the,
Thrones?
as it were.
It's lovely. What's that?
What?
Well, what is that?
No, nothing.
Well, let me see.
No, it's just a...
A spittoon.
Well...
Oh, the king chews tobacco.
My mother occasionally indulges, but it is a sort of family secret.
Well, it's safe with me.
Thank you.
The Queen spits there.
Perhaps we just pass along.
The Queen spits.
Well, I suppose you've seen everything.
I suppose so. I really didn't think, though, that we'd be up to see hello to Mr. Sun.
I didn't mind.
Oh, neither did I. Richard!
Ah! What on earth are you doing?
I was just...
We were kissing.
Well,
Who, may I ask, is this?
this is Princess Alicia. She happens to be the girl that I have decided to...
Marry.
Thank you.
Richard, dear, you know that I'm not unreasonable. You say that you love this common everyday wench.
She's not a wench, Mother. She is a princess.
Well, maybe, but there is such a thing as deception.
In fact, she is more of a princess than all the others stuck together.
Well, that may be, which I doubt, but if she is this princess, as you say, she'll have no trouble passing the test.
Test? What test?
In the official royal handbook. in unusual circumstances regarding the qualifications of a royal bride-to-be, the Queen may administer a test of princessness in order to determine the proper pedigree. In other words, dear son, if she flunks the test, she's history.
Well, Mother, give her your silly test. I have no doubt Princess Alicia will pass with flying colors. You'll see.
Yes. I'll see.
Yes, you'll see. You'll see. Woman's a fiend.
Here, my dear, is where you will be sleeping this evening.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you, Majesty, but my other accommodations were just dandy.
Nonsense! A lady of your royal stature would not be sleeping in the room of a jokester. I use the term loosely. Up, 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 up.
Your Majesty, you wouldn't by any chance be hoping that in the middle of the night I might fall to my death, would you?
No, I only want you to be comfortable. After all, what could be more restful than sleeping on 20 soft mattresses separated by 20 thick eiderdown quilts?
Is this a trick question?
Comfy?
Uh-huh.
Splendid.
Rehearsing.
Then rehearse somewhere else. This is a test area.
Excuse me, Radiant Majesty, but what kind of test?
None of your idiotic business.
Thank you.
Brush my teeth.
Ah! That's okay. I can live with that. Just fine. I can live with it. This is ridiculous! Nobody sleeps on 20 mattresses. How stupid of me. I get it. It's a joke. It's a royal joke to see if I have a royal sense of humor. I'm so stupid. I should have known that. I mean, really, the whole family's a little bit off anyway, and seeing how I'm sitting here talking to myself, I fit right in. What if I have to go to the bathroom? No.
You relax. She's a princess. She's a princess. She'll pass the test. She'll pass the test.
Yeah, I didn't hear everything, but there was something about 20 mattresses.
No, twin matter must be twin.
No, 20.
No, twin.
No,
twin.
20.
No, twin.
Well, I got an idea. All right. Did you get my goat?
Goat. Little goat.
sorry. Let's see. Toads. Tests. Come on. Tsetse flies. Where are we? Ah! Princess tests. In order to prove if one is a real princess, simply place a single pea beneath 20 mattresses. If the girl is sensitive, fragile, and delicate, as a princess should be, she will have no trouble feeling the pea.
That's impossible! Nobody could possibly feel a pea beneath 20 mattresses!
Queen is almost as clever as the fool.
I am not going to stand for this.
Right.
I love her. Of course. I want to marry her.
Absolutely.
It is my duty to go and warn her.
Bravo, Richie! Go warn her!
Go and warn her. Yes.
What?
Go.
It's your idea. No, it's dangerous. Oh, you go. No, I don't think... What? No, I don't... I think if you put a personal payroll... Psst. Alicia! Alicia! It's me, the fool!
I can't hear you. I can't get to the door. I'm 20 mattresses high without a ladder.
Alicia! It's a test! There's a pea under your bed.
No. There's no fleas in the bed?
Not fleas, peas, peas.
Cheese? Oh, dear, I still can't hear you.
Hey. What are you doing?
Me? Nothing. I was just putting on a little knock-knock joke.
Oh, yeah? I love knock-knock humor.
You do? Good. Then you can help. You start. You say knock-knock.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Well, let's see now.
The yolk is not in the center. The egg is imperfect, Bartholomew. Now we shall soon know whether your so-called princess is a real princess or not.
I'm sorry, Mother. I'm just not worried in the slightest.
These eggs are good.
Good morning. I'm sorry I'm late, but I had a tough time getting out of bed.
Not to worry, not to worry. Take a seat. Enjoy breakfast.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thanks.
Did you sleep well?
Yes, fine, thank you.
And the 20 mattresses were comfortable?
Oh, yes, fine. Considering the altitude.
I am delighted that you slept so well.
You're not just being polite, are you? Because there's no need to, you know.
No, I'm... Richard, I wouldn't lie. No, I wouldn't lie. May I be honest with you? I have never had a worse night's sleep in my entire life. I don't mean to be ungrateful, but it was so bizarre. It was like I was sleeping on this huge boulder or something. I'm black and blue from head to toe. You really have to check those mattresses.
Wonderful! Wonderful! Wonderful!
Incredible!
Did I miss something?
You passed the test! You passed the test! You passed the test!
What test?
The test! The test! You passed the test! There was a pea, there was a tiny, tiny pea underneath all those mattresses, and you felt it, and that proves that you're a princess!
Oh. Well, I'm so glad that you're happy. And I'm glad I passed your test.
Alicia,
What's the matter?
Nothing. I just wasn't aware that I had to pass a test to see if I was good enough for you or not. No, you know what I thought? I thought you really wanted to marry me. For for myself, not for my title.
The test was my mother's idea. I even tried to warn you. Besides, it doesn't matter. I wanted to marry you whether or not you'd passed the test.
Really?
Oh, yes. Because I love you. I love you.
Just a minute, Romeo. You haven't passed my test to see if you're a real prince or not.
But that is absurd. I mean, of course I'm the prince. Ask anybody.
Wait a minute. This is the test. You have to kiss me.
That's it?
Would you wait a minute? You have to kiss me. And if you're a real prince, then I should hear trumpets playing and bells ringing, and I should see stars exploding.
Oh, Lord. Well, I suppose I could give it a whirl. Oh. Sorry?
This is the thing I'll put in there. No, forget it.
And of course, the prince and the princess had a huge wedding ceremony and a wonderful honeymoon. Thanks to the removal of the P, of course.
So, this is the P.
Yep. Prince saved this P to remind him of something very important. Princessness is not just a title, it's a state of mind.
But was she a real princess or not?
Lady, haven't you been listening to the story? Don't touch the glass!
Okay.